with jabs that strike with piston-like precision.
Ricky Funes would like it to be left hand there from Sheeraz, but it was the jabs in particular in that first round. And he's put him down with a left jab. Oh, lovely jab. When he's using that jab, that's what Williams got to try and do, and he gets it. There was a jab in the previous round, and having wobbling, that one was like a piston.
And punches that crash down with bone-crushing force.
Sheeraz looking to set him up with a right. Great right hand. Oh, my goodness. Thanks now from Sheeraz. Oh, good shot. Great shot, Bradley Stevens.
A minute, and Sheeraz is looking electric.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was the first left hook that hurt him there, his legs done a little funny dance.
The towering 6'3" middleweight Hamzah Sheeraz has been extinguishing opponents' lights with brutal force for a while now.
Going through the gears, Victor Lundgren's having a look.
Middleweight champion, Hamzah Sheeraz.
Racking up an impressive record of 20 wins, 0 losses, and 16 of those wins coming by the way of knockout.
He's an absolute star. He represents modern Britain and does it in a phenomenal, brilliant way. He's a marvellous guy.
With his relentless power and skill, he seems poised to take on the top contenders in the division. But before he sets his sights on the next challenger, let's rewind the clock and revisit his sensational rise.
Hamzah Sheeraz.
Born and raised in Ilford, London, Hamzah Sheeraz comes from a lineage steeped in athletic prowess. His father once played cricket for local club Gloucestershire, while his grandfather and uncle laced up their gloves in the boxing ring. Sheeraz's uncle in particular was a high achiever who dominated the amateur circuit with 10 national titles to his name, and it was under the amateur champ's guidance that an 8-year-old Sheeraz swung his fist for the first time.
It was good growing up. I was always into boxing anyway from the age of 8. My uncle was an ex-boxer. He turned pro, but he didn't end up having any fights. He was 8-time national champ as well.
By age 12, Sheeraz had already made it to the finals of the National Junior Championships 3 times. But just as it seemed his star was on the verge of shining even brighter, he was overlooked for the Commonwealth Youth Championships, a setback that almost derailed his boxing dreams. Disillusioned by being overlooked, the Brit stepped away from boxing and shifted his focus to an electrician's apprenticeship. However, destiny intervened when he crossed paths with his future coach, Lenny Butcher, who reignited the flame within the boxing prodigy, inspiring him to return to the ring for professional glory.
My name's Hamzah Sheeraz. I am 20 years old, professional boxer, 9-0 now, 5 knockouts.
Sheeraz made his professional debut in 2017, racking up 6 wins in under 2 years, before showcasing his best performance up until that point, against the gritty and seasoned Rod Douglas Jr.
Douglas Jr.
who was brought down to his knees with the first strike of the night.
A fight against Harold Graham. Oh, good shot, Sheeraz. Good right hand, first punch of the fight.
Well, I saw Rod Douglas Jr. box a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, sorry, in the York Hall.
Douglas somehow managed the 10 count, but Sheeraz had him staggering and then falling to the mat like that friend that can't hold their liquor but always wants to do shots.
And he's looking to get another one here. Douglas is all over the place, and Sheeraz is looking to take him out in this opening round, and he surely is doing. He landed one after he went to the ground, and he's got up on his feet, Douglas, but it looks...
Douglas showed heart as he got back up, but Sheeraz blitzed him the moment he arose. This time, the corner threw in the towel, but oblivious to the surrender, the referee kept counting to 10 as Douglas stood in defeat.
The towels come in, the referee hasn't seen it. The corner, Johnny Eames, experienced man, doesn't want to see any more of it, and the referee says enough is enough, and Hamzah Sheeraz in the opening.
Another win later, Sheeraz gave another sneak peek into his touch of death when he fought Scott James. Right from the opening bell, the two traded blows in tight quarters, with Sheeraz tenderizing his opponent's chin with left hooks and sprinkling in some vicious body shots as the seasoning. Seconds later, Sheeraz unleashed a flurry of left hooks that sent James crashing into the ropes. The referee quickly jumped into James's rescue as Sheeraz celebrated yet another ruthless demolition of a seasoned journeyman. By then, plenty of buzz had surrounded Sheeraz's career, but the 20-year-old lacked a standout win to solidify his status as a must-watch prospect. The Brit ticked that box in his next fight against Ryan Kelly, which was for the vacant WBO European Super Welterweight title.
Super Welterweight Championship.
The tall and lanky fighter approached the bout with the same respect he had shown his previous opponents, boxing intelligently and seeking openings to ramp up his assault.
Nice long left hand, nice.
He admits it is not easy to make.
That's good from Kelly.
Sheeraz continued to pick Kelly apart with jabs and combinations to soften him up for what was to come.
It's a good Stay active, that's going to win in the fight if he does.
That's good.
In round 6, Sheeraz finally cracked and dropped Kelly with a counter right hand.
Wow! And a little bit of a swagger as he walks across to the corner right in front of us. And that was a beauty.
The Birmingham boxer beat the count, but soon found himself under an avalanche of punches, and the fight was called off just in time.
He's got some guts, the Birmingham lad. Big punches again, and he goes down. It's all over. It's all over. He sank down under the avalanche of punches. Some tremendous body shots from Sheeraz. It took a while to soften up this tough man, Ryan.
Hamzah Sheeraz.
After claiming the WBO Super Welterweight title, Sheeraz defended it against Paul Keane, who struggled against the young and hungry Brit's technical prowess as well. Sheeraz started slowly, but midway through he unleashed a perfectly timed short right hand that landed clean on Keane's chin.
Oh, my goodness. Don't abandon your jab, wait for the...
From there on, Sheeraz hunted Keane down while landing cracking right and left hands through his defense.
Sheeraz undefeated, really is the top winner.
Keane was tough, perhaps to a fault, as he found himself pinned against the ropes and got battered with a barrage of heated leather.
Boxing at range behind that long jab, then it's very concerned, okay.
Well, it was him being more proactive.
In round 5, the champ cranked up the intensity, dishing out punches and bunches to break his foe down.
Oh, that's a good left hand in there. And speed again.
It was a harbinger of what was to come, as after another round of relentless pursuit and desperate defense, Keane was pulled out before the 7th.
Imploring him to work behind that left-hand lead. They're pulling him out. They're pulling him out.
And still, the WBO European.
Another win later, the fast-fisted and freakishly tall boxing prodigy put his belt on the line against Ezequiel Gurria.
Ezequiel Gurria has got an awful lot to do to...
Fighting for the first time under the tutelage of Ricky Funes, the Los Angeles-based boxing guru who helped Sheeraz take his game to the next level.
And then I went down and done a session with him, and I think it was a 45-minute session with him, and I kid you not, in that 45 minutes, I learned a hell of a lot. It was like starting from scratch again.
For the first 2 rounds against Gurria, Sheeraz chipped away with jabs and occasional big shots.
Sheeraz's standards are relatively... Oh, lovely jab. See the way.
But by the end of the 3rd, he began piecing his punches into combinations, leaving Gurria with no answer.
Bruised.
Hamzah pressing too close.
In the 5th, Sheeraz finally cranked up the pressure, trapping Gurria on the ropes and dropping him with 2 body blows followed by an uppercut.
There you go.
That's lovely. 2 terrific body shots followed by the left uppercut.
Gurria rose at 8, but Sheeraz immediately resumed his assault, flooring the challenger with a hellish left uppercut.
He's ready to go. Referee looks, he goes down, and the fight is all over. The dramatic stoppage that he was craving.
And that was all she wrote.
Champion Hamzah Sheeraz.
A few more title defenses later,
Down he goes. Pace there from Sheeraz. Oh, good shot from him. Shot, Bradley Skeeter.
Super Welterweight Champion Hamzah
Sheeraz moved up to middleweight, where he faced Jez Smith for the vacant WBC International Silver middleweight title. The jump in weight didn't dull his edge one bit, as he still towered over Smith, using his massive reach to full effect with that educated and precise jab. After being kept at bay for most of the first round, Smith lunged forward, only to eat a crushing left hook that floored him.
He leaps in and perhaps just as well for him. His gum shields come out.
Yeah, a beautiful left hook. He timed them on there perfectly, just as Jez Smith leaped in with a shot. It was a lovely kind of pull-away left hook.
Smith survived the round, but the storm was far from over.
But a big round for Sheeraz.
In round two, a sharp left hook followed by a punishing right and another left sent Smith crashing hard to the canvas.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was the first left hook that hurt him there. His legs done a little funny dance there. It's not looking good for Jez Smith. He do well to survive this round.
It's all over. The towel's thrown in. He was counted out anyway. And in the second...
Referee John Latham counted Smith out as he desperately tried to scramble back to his feet. But it was too little, too late.
Sheeraz!
In his next fight, which was against Francisco Emmanuel Torres for the vacant WBC silver middleweight title. In this fight, Sheeraz avoided a major setback, ensuring his win streak remained intact despite a serious scare. The first two rounds of the fight didn't produce many fireworks.
Both fighters should be full of confidence based on how things are going. Sheeraz.
But things heated up in the wild third round when Sheeraz sent Torres crashing down with a perfectly placed jab.
Complacent, so he moves in.
As Torres got up, Sheeraz went in to seal the deal, but was stunned by a left hand and hit the canvas himself.
Just walks onto a shot, doesn't he? So he's trying to land the right.
The knockdown exchange continued as Sheeraz turned the tables, flooring Torres once again.
And then chopping right hand, that was the third knockdown.
Sheeraz kept up the pressure in the fifth round, delivering a thunderous right hand that floored Torres for the third time.
Sheeraz thinking this with the right hand.
Despite Torres' heart and his will to continue fighting, referee Mark Lyson stepped in wisely and called it off to save the Argentine from the possibility of losing more than a fight.
He's just drifted on the ropes, and that was the punch there. What a belting shot. Just moves off to his left. Look how low his lead hand is.
After a decisive win over Torres, Sheeraz wrapped up his 2022 campaign by defending his belt and adding the vacant Commonwealth middleweight title to his growing collection against River Wilson Bent. Sheeraz established his jab and long right hand early on, leaving Wilson Bent hesitant and on the defensive as he struggled to escape.
Fairly decent record as well, Wilson Bent.
Lilac and goal of River Wilson Bent back with real regularity. Great shot there, and again, lovely work there from Sheeraz. It's been like
in round two, Wilson Bent continued to be picked apart from a distance.
Some special fighters have won it, and he can't miss Hamzah Sheeraz at the moment. Every punch.
Before getting sent to the canvas by a left hook and a looping right hand.
Going through the gears, Victor Loughlin's having a look. River Wilson Bent takes a knee. He just cannot kick.
The referee ended his count midway through as it was clear Wilson Bent had been thoroughly dismantled in under 6 minutes.
Commonwealth middleweight champion.
Hamzah's second WBC middleweight title defense against Dmitro Mitrofanov was just as perfect, if not better. Sheeraz blitzed out of the gates, working behind his jab, launching it with speed, force, and accuracy onto his shorter opponent.
Jab from Sheeraz, and that's what he's got to concentrate.
And just 40 seconds in, Mitrofanov found himself on the canvas after taking a sharp, straight left to the chin.
Lovely shot, and down Mitrofanov goes.
The Ukrainian got up just in time to beat the count, but Sheeraz remained cool and unrelenting, stalking his foe around the ring.
17th as well, basic jabs.
With a minute left in the first round, Sheeraz landed another blow, this time with a long jab, sending Mitrofanov crashing down again.
Just bringing him on to that straight left.
Mitrofanov scrambled to his feet once more, but moments later, he hit the canvas again as Sheeraz threw the kitchen sink at his badly compromised opponent.
This is going to be his toughest test to date.
The end came swiftly, just 35 seconds into the second round, when Sheeraz countered a lazy jab with a lightning-fast right hand. By then, the referee had seen enough.
Massimo Berafecchio Sheeraz. It was a tremendous display. Look at that for a right hand, that's exceptional. But what's this for timing? He actually...
Hamzah Sheeraz.
With each victory, Sheeraz's challenges grew tougher. His next test came in the form of Liam Williams, a seasoned contender who had previously squared off against Chris Eubank Jr. and Demetrius Andre.
I got that fire back burning inside me, and I'm ready to go on and put on a big show, and I'm ready to take this guy out.
Every fight since my debut has been the biggest challenge of my career.
Given his experience, Liam Williams was expected to push Sheeraz to his limits, but he barely tested the young man as he was floored with a lightning bolt of a jab seconds into the fight.
Take him out of that comfort zone when he's using that jab. That's what Williams got to try and do.
Williams managed to rise and fight with courage, but Sheeraz floored him once more with a sniper-like right uppercut.
And Sheeraz is looking electric. Fair play to Gary Lockett there. He was just getting caught with that jab time and time again. Good right uppercut was in there as well. Hamzah, he just allowed Hamzah.
Williams got up again, but only to take more punishment until his corner threw in the towel.
Find a way to disrupt the rhythm of Hamzah Sheeraz, and he couldn't do it
in the opening round. If you want to make a statement, try that one for size.
After notching his 13th consecutive stoppage win, Sheeraz called out Chris Eubank Jr.
I'll tell you what would be a really good domestic bust-up, and that'd be Eubanks. If he's got the balls to do it, because he's got to have some big balls to get in the ring with him.
Yeah, let's have it. Let's have it. Any 160-pounder. Listen, put him in front of me and I'll beat him. It's as simple as that. Whatever Frank says, I'll do my training. I'll get my ass over to America, do what I've got to do, come back and perform.
But instead was booked to defend his title against the unbeaten Austin Williams, against whom the Londoner once again showed why he is the man to fear.
At the end of the day, it's going to be me and you in the ring. Nobody else can throw punches for you. Nobody else can be in the clinches with you. Nobody else can smell. I ain't trying to smell you. I'm trying to knock you out, bro.
Hamzah Sheeraz, 19-0 with 15 knockouts, 6'3" tall. That's tall for a middleweight. And Queensberry, so big.
What we have in this fighter is something else. Sheeraz is special. With 80% of his wins coming by knockout, the undefeated British star Hamzah Sheeraz is a fearsome force in the middleweight division, and he is just a few defensive tweaks away from cementing his place at the top. How far do you think he will go? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
The defending champion, representing Queensberry, and he is the team captain, Hamzah Sheeraz.